Hello YouTube. Today what we're going to be making is a DIY. We're going to learn how to change our old clothes into new summer clothes. Let's get started. So first what you want to do is get an old shirt like this. What you want to do is cut off an inch from the border of the neckline like I did here, and cut 2 inches from the seam of the arm like I did here, and just use that same part and flip over to the other side of the sleeve and trace the cut. Now, when you get to the bottom, you want to cut ½ an inch away from the seam at the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, because we're making a frayed look, you want to make cut lines all the way down. And that's basically the look we're going for, so you don't have to make your cuts too neat. So first, what I first did was cut down here on the side, like as I did right here. Now what you do is just basically cut individually. Now you don't want to make them too skinny, otherwise after time as you start to wash it, it will start to break off. So you want to make them pretty thick. Now we'll get rid of the thickness later on, but for right now just cut about the size of your finger. Now that I am finished cutting all of my lines, as you can see they're all different sizes, like some are thick and some are skinny, and it doesn't really matter. So now what we're going to be doing is the second step to this. All we're going to do is just try to fold this down, and as we fold it down, we're also going to stretch it. So once you stretch it, it starts to fold in, so you won't see the crooked lines. And I would do another one for an example. And simply like that. And basically you just do this to all of them. And as you're doing this process, you can listen to music or listen to an audiobook or something to keep you busy as you're doing this, because it will start to get boring after a while. And it's a long process. So once you're finished, this is what the last result shows. So on our next project, we're going to be making a bow back t-shirt. Now first what you want to do is cut the sleeves 2 inches away from the seam like I did here, and cut 1 inch away from the seam as I did here. Now I had cut a little deep right here so it can be lower, and also on the back to get ready to do the bows. I took a couple measurements, as you can see with the purple lines. Ignore the pink ones right here, but I had some purple lines and I measured it. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Now because I want to make bow backs, I want to make squares so I can fold them into bows. Now I just measured this whole thing and it was 26 inches. Now first, you want to make as many lines as possible for your bows, and you don't want your bows to be too big. You just want them to be not small, but try to be as average as possible. So right here, I measured like every 3 inches. So from 2 to 5, that's 3. From 5 to 8, that's 3. From 8 to 11, that's 3. And I just continued on down. Now, I made sure that I measured here, it was 3 inches too. 1, 2, 3. And I went all the way down here. Now, I'm going to get a piece of chalk, and I'm going to just sketch my line to be as straight as possible. And there you go. Now taking your scissors, you're going to want to cut into the squares. Now you're going to pinch it. You're going to fold this in half and make a pinch mark. And cut across. And do the same thing on the other side. Try to make it as straight as possible. And then just do the same thing right here. Now I'm going to show you how to do this part. You're going to want to put this together and try to fold it like an accordion, and you will see it forms a little bow. So this is usually how we would make the bow. Now what you would do is you would take a scrap piece of any type of shirt. I chose this color, pink, and I'm going to fold this underneath of the piece that I fold. Now, taking fabric glue or a hot glue gun, you're going to want to glue this. So I just took my hot glue gun. I didn't have any fabric glue. Just going to dab a little bit right there and fold. And let that sit for a few seconds. And there is your first bow. Finished product. Did I start to me? And here is your finished product. Now as you see, there will be some lines that will be recognized. As you see, there will be some lines that are noticeable, but that will be fine. You can either wash it in a wash machine or not have to worry about it. And perfect to go along with it. And yeah, this is the end of my video. So I hope you liked my video, and thanks for watching.